Hey guys, Liquid here, and welcome back to Let's Play Policenauts. Where we left off, we finished up our day of investigation and we received an informant who basically told us, hey, come to the Astronaut Memorial Center or whatever, and I've got some information for you. And since we've basically had no leads to anything, this is pretty good. And plus this actually seems like it would be really cool, because this whole place like gives me some really cool vibes, because I'm really into this stuff right now. And let's see what they've got inside. The building is modeled after Kennedy Space Center's Vehicle Assembly Building. The scale and inside are totally different, but its outside appearance is an exact recreation. I thought it looked familiar. Launch Complex 39. We went to Kennedy once for part of our training, remember? There's the main entrance there. What about the tickets? Admission's free during the anniversary celebrations. Oh, nice. So let's quickly look at all these rockets. I know this is the Saturn V.
このロケット軍は
Oh, so they're
宇
going
宙
to tell
開
us.
発に貢献したロケットの展示だ。本物もあるがほとんどがレプリカだ。地球にもこんな感じのところがあったな。そうだ。ケネディ宇宙センターのロケットガーデンだろ。確かあそこからも何台か持ってきてるはずだ。
Yeah, that's the Saturn V rocket. It launched the Apollo missions. It was the largest rocket of the 20th century. Oh, it's of the 20th century. Like now it's probably like something even larger. Okay, this is the space shuttle. So that's the Space Shuttle Discovery, also known as Orbiter Vehicle 103. It flew more missions than any other shuttle. It also carried the first Japanese mission specialist into space. Wonder if that's true. Yeah, it said here, this is definitely like a Russian, like a something. Space geeks must freak out when they see these. Soyuz, yeah, Russian Soyuz 11A511. Played a huge part in space, blah blah blah. Nice. Now, like I said, now the other ones here, I'm a bit more. I'll say this one's either like this one is either Atlas or Delta something. Because it got all those solid rocket boosters around it. I know. I'm not quite sure. Oh, never mind. I'm completely wrong. Proton rocket launched the Salyut space stations among a ton of other stuff. The Titan 34D. Atlas D. It was used for part of Project Mercury. It's the rocket that launched the spacecraft like Friendship 7 and Aurora 7. And that's the H2 rocket built by Japan's NASDA, now known as JAXA. It was developed solely with Japanese technology. Yeah, this was before Japan bought up all Russia's space technology. Its first launch was in 1994. A precursor to Takagawa Heavy Industries' current domination. What's this here, I wonder? What's that one there? That's right, I remember now. That's the Chinese FB-1 rocket. Okay then. I thought that I was gonna go a little bit more, say something more meaningful. Yeah, I knew one of these was likely an Ariane as well. That's Europe's Ariane 1 launcher. The Arianes were used for a lot for launching business satellites. Let's go inside. Let's see what they got in here.
それじゃ入場しよう。博物館か。ワクワクす
Yeah,
る。
seriously.
勘違いするな。タレコミ屋に会いに来たんだぞ。いいな。
Ooh.
ここがサンゴホールと呼ばれているロビーだ。なるほど。でかいサンゴだな。
So I don't really recognize anything here, by name. This looks like some sort of space station or something. This here looks like either This here, this looks like a crew capsule, I guess. Yep. Glenn's mission lasted 4 hours, 55 minutes, taking him around home 3 minutes. 3 times. It was launched by an Atlas rocket like the one outside. This is pretty good shape for something that old. It is actually. Oh, it's only a replica. The real one was charred to a crisp when it re-entered the atmosphere. Yeah, like China recently has been doing like moon tests. They recently like sent a satellite around the moon and returned to Earth, and there's like pictures of it, like engineers around it, like getting it after it returned, and it's like all charred black and whatnot.
ロシアのミール宇宙ステーションのミニチュアだ。宇宙長期滞在記録を出したり、日本人を初めて宇宙で迎えたり、よく覚えてる。旧ソ連が崩壊してからしばらく放置されていた。そうだ。その後、日本の企業に売却された。後の徳川だ。実物はまだ地球軌道を回っている。今では宇宙博物館として使われているらしい。あの頃は旧ソ連が蓄積した宇宙技術を日本企業に売却するニュースを毎日のようにやっていたな。宇宙開発後進国であった日本がここまでなったのもあの技術売却があったからだ。日本企業が初めて宇宙に実質的なビジネスを持ち込んだ。
Yeah, I don't think I'm not sure if the International Space Station would have been a thing when this game came out, so.
これはホームから取り寄せた本物のサンゴ礁の化石だ。
What?
この中にはホームの大気中の CO2 が大量に溶け込んでいる。セレスのシンボルとしてこのホールに置かれている。人間には真似できない自然の脅威か。苦労したらしい。ホームからここまで運んでくるのに。
I wonder what the significance is of that. Like, are they like implying that coral reef is like extinct? A lot of them are just school kids working part-time. Yeah, so we're like looking for the informant, I guess. He said something that the informant said to like meet him by, like, I can't remember what he said. Ooh, so we have like different corners. Oh, I don't mean to leave. Well, Pioneer, that was it. Oh no, why am I being stupid? There we go. I imagine that Pioneer will be in the only Pioneer we have is Pioneer 10. We don't have Pioneers 1 through 9 or 11. And where is Pioneer 10? Pioneer 10 can be found at the space corner. That's what I figured. Right, so let's just go for a walkabout. First, let's go to the moon.
ここはアポロ計画を中心に月面関係が展示されているコーナーだ。月面のセットがそのまま再現されてる。
Yeah, this is pretty cool. You got the lunar module, the LIM. There's the lunar rover. I'm not sure what this is. That's Surveyor, the lunar probe that was used to scout for landing sites for the Apollo missions. Surveyor 1 got there several years before the first humans arrived. The Surveyor program ended with Surveyor 7, 18 months before the first manned mission. What's all the aluminum foil for? It's to provide protection from the heat. This is a replica of Apollo 11's lunar module, the Eagle. July 20th, 1969. Who could ever forget that day? The ascent module was recovered and brought back home, but the descent module's still out there. The Saturn V rocket outside is the same one, and basically, for people that don't know, when they took off from the moon, instead of like the entire lander coming up, like this part here basically broke off and like ascended alone, and this part got left behind. That's part of the Apollo Lunar Service Experiments package that was deployed on the moon by Apollos 12, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Right, that was weird. My controller like died. I had to like plug it in again. This is an asleep device sensitive to lunar surface movement. A seismometer, basically. I heard there are stores that fix up this kind of old equipment and sell it. Got the lunar rover back there. Yeah, this is the lunar roving vehicle that was taken aboard Apollos 15, 16, and 17. It was electric powered with a top speed of 14 kilometers an hour on a flat surface. Kinda like an EMPS for the guys back then. For the guys back then. This is the so-called Genesis rock that Apollo 11 brought back from the moon. It's not as special now as it was then back, of course. Is this the real thing? Yeah, moon rocks are a dime a dozen now, but I suppose you could call this a first edition moon rock. I saw them selling them at the spaceport and OLA. That just sucks all that was special right out of them. Lunar regolith was once heavily sought after for experiments, since there was so little available then. That all changed with the 21st century. People would even go to the trouble of making their own regolith. That's how valuable it was. Now I'm not actually sure, that actually might be some misinformation, unless I'm thinking of something else. They said Genesis rock and they said Apollo 11. What I understand to be the Genesis rock was from Apollo 15. So, I might be wrong, or the game might be wrong, who knows. It's the American flag. The Apollo astronauts planted one on the surface after each landing. When you think about it, planting a national flag in space like that does seem pretty ridiculous, even if it was smacked during the middle of the space race. That was back when America was still a superpower. She needed a way of flexing her muscle. Space was dominated by a handful of countries in those days. Yeah, and now business dominates it. So that's pretty much the moon stuff. All pretty cool. Let's look at the... I don't want to go to the space corner yet. Let's look at the beyond corner. Oh man.
ビヨンド関連の展示コーナーだ。あ、エド、俺たちポリスノーツの人形が並んでるぞ。驚いたか？このビヨンドコーナーではポリスノーツであった俺たちはヒーローってわけだ。この若さで歴史上の人物とは。そう言うな。俺たちも宇宙開発に少しは貢献したんだ。光栄じゃないか。少しはか。
That's pretty cool. Got us all there. I guess this, yeah, here's Ed and us. So I guess then this is Takegawa, this is Salvatore, and then I'm not sure who this fellow was. Oh, yeah, that's Gates. So yeah, so we've actually met all the Policenauts then. Not sure there's too much really to look at. Oh,
ユーリーが積載していた脱出用ポッドのサバイバルボールだ。コールドスリープの機能も搭載している。実物はもう少し大きいがな。
俺はこの中で30年間も宇宙をさまよっていたんだ。そのために宇宙不適応者になった。
ジョナサンの生命を30年間維持し続けたんだ。よくできたカプセルだよ。
コールドスリープとしてはまさに実験段階だった。救出された時は寝たきり老人と変わらなかった。
今じゃ筋肉の低下もあまりない。
俺は1年以上も歩けなかった。
クマの冬眠の研究の成果だ。
クマ？
人間は筋肉を使わなければ3日で衰える。しかしクマは冬眠中半年以上も筋肉を維持できるんだ。
なるほど。クマの方が宇宙飛行士に向いてるようだ。
今やこのコールドスリープをクマの冬眠と呼んでいる。
I wonder what it was like in there. Like, I wonder if he felt anything and all that. Let's look at ourselves. This is your figure. I think it's slightly better looking. Look at how they've got me smiling. Look at how they've got... I keep getting the emphasis wrong on these. Look at how they got me smiling. Oh dear. I don't smile like this in real life. You're worried about how your doll looks? Maybe you really are as vain as Anna said. You know, I think you might be right. Kidding aside, they did a good job for sure. They did an amazing job with these, it's scary. It's me in my younger days. I never recognize you. Come on, I hate it when people bring up my age. A small monument built in honor of the Policenauts. It's even got our autographs on it. So it does. Makes you feel kind of stupid, don't it? Was this like orbital flight paths or something?
このビヨンドの位置が記されているマップだ。
ラグランジュポイントの L5。
そう。この地球
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I was saying, like in the Yep, yep.
なぜこのタイプのコロニーは作られないんだ？
これには技術的な問題もあるだろうが、コロニーの建築業者が絡んでいるんだ。
政治的な問題？
まさに今、コロニー建設のシェアは徳川建設が独占している。もともと徳川のコロニー技術はトーラス型のものだ。ここのオニール型は欧米の技術。
つまり癒着。徳川がオニール型を排除した。
そうだろうな。徳川が自社のトーラス型を売り込んだ結果だろう。もちろん大型オニールコロニーの欠陥も発見された上でのことだ。
ビヨンドがオニール型の欠陥を自ら証明した。
そこへうまく徳川が介入したんだ。
しかしこのコロニーを作った欧米企業も黙っちゃいないだろう。コロニー建設といえばオリンピックより儲かる。
それだけではない。オニール型のコロニーを推し進めていた欧米企業もコロニーの部品を徳川に依存していたからなんだ。
徳川抜きではコロニーは作れない。
そういうことだ。最近ではこのトーラス型を徳川型と総称するらしい。
Oh, okay. I'm not really sure what an O'Neill is. They just sort of started saying that at a random. They might have like said it like very early in the game or something, but I'm not sure. But I'm going to end the part there because we're out of time. So hope you guys enjoyed, and it's been some more Policenauts. Look it out.